Tsukumoto, and I developed Sonata. That's what we're going to take a look at right now. So this is, I'll just show you the current version right now. This is available in the App Store, but it doesn't run on the iPad because it's in compatibility mode right now. So I'll just blow it up so it's 2 times. So the first feature is that it's a virtual instrument. So you have, I actually used this instrument. I recorded this instrument. So you're hearing that instrument when I play this, and you just play it. It's really hard for me to play this because it's giant, but it's if it were shrunk down to this size, you could see how you could actually play it.
Wow.
So the other feature in the current version is that you can learn how to play songs. So
wow, that's cool.
it's kind of like Guitar Hero.
That's
but
cool.
It's real tablature that's scrolling down.
That
so
is cool.
it'll highlight what fret you're supposed to press. So I'll press that, and then it'll highlight this fret.
And you developed this app?
I did that.
That's awesome.
How much is it?
This one is $2, but I actually, I guess you're videotaping me, but I'll say it anyway. Don't buy it right now because the new version is going to be for free, and it's going to contain all the features that this current version has.
Why would you convert it to free though?
So the problem with this current version is these are all the songs that there are. So the new version, well, yeah, we didn't have rights to publish a bunch of songs, and I also didn't program in the functionality of being able to download new songs or download content within the app. So let me show you the new version. It's not out yet, but hopefully this month I'll finish it.
This is. Thank you.
So, and I should show you real quick. The other feature of the current version is if you want to study music theory, you can also learn, you can pick any kind of scale. So this is a picker view, so you can choose, do a Dorian.
Wow.
Do it in D. So. So that's pretty much it for the whole version.
Cool.
Let me make sure that this is set up and this adapter doesn't work. This is just a little oscilloscope that Apple gave me.
No way. Really?
This is kind of like sample code that any developer can download. So if this is plugged in right, you'll see something like that. If not, it'll be all sorts of crazy stuff, and sometimes it turns on your iTunes library because it thinks that this is a remote.
I see.
I don't know why I really the adapter connection. But this is the biggest feature for the new version is that you can use a real instrument.
I was going to ask you that.
So that's why I had to set this whole thing up. So again, the free play mode, you can now choose between all these different types of instruments, and not just one ukulele. You can also choose different tunings. So I have all sorts of flat key tunings for guitar. And you can choose low G for the ukulele. You can do Canadian tuning if you're
You get my
from
tuning in
Canada.
there.
Yeah, I have OpenC tuning too for this. So either way, if you're using a real instrument or not, you can click learn a song, and it's the same thing. You can choose what instrument you're using. So we're using the ukulele right now. And then now I updated the interface for the library so you can sort by artist, tuning genre, kind of like iTunes library. You can also search by song title, by artist. And I'm not hooked up to the internet now, but the reason it's going to be free is down here is going to be all the songs that are for sale. So you can just click one, put in your password, and it'll download a song, and then it'll show up up here in your library.
Wow.
So let's just do just sorted it by song. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, so then to use the real instrument, you just click this switch. Use the microphone. And when you hold it sideways, it'll show the tablature like regular guitar tablature. So before, I kind of decided that if people are going to download this thing, then they're going to not tune their instrument before, and then they're going to try to use this thing, and it's not going to work. You have to actually tune your instrument before you use it, because it's listening for a specific frequency.
So the sound of like the full 40?
Yeah, so you have to tune your instrument. So there's a tuner right here. Once you're in tune, you press this button, and then you'll start this on.
Nice. Wow.
And it shows you exactly what to do with your left hand down here. So if I were to hold my left hand,
Incredible.
like it's literally
Oh.
So what I'm doing with my left hand is exactly what's down here.
So you feel like you're in Europe,
Yeah, so most musicians will be able to just look at the tablature, but this makes it a little easier for people who are just picking it up, because now the process would be look down here to see what I do with my left hand, then look up here to see what string I'm supposed to pluck. So that it's a two-step process. It takes twice as long, but that's good for beginners because they haven't really put those two halves of playing together. So
And the numbers represent the
yeah,
frets.
so let me explain what's going on here. The big number is the same as before. That's the regular tablature number, so that tells you what frets are played. But the upper left-hand corner gives you the left-hand fingering. Upper right-hand corner gives you the right-hand fingering. Right now I'm just using my thumb, so P is Spanish for thumb. But yeah, regular guitar notation is P-I-M-A-X. So if you're doing more complicated stuff, it would have different letters and stuff. So,
Can I try?
yes.
Okay, so 3. Okay. So it'll just start when I hit?
Yeah. It's waiting for you to play that now.
Oh.
Let me turn this up. This is the sensitivity. One string, or C string, yeah. You got the note right, just put a little louder. Little louder. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's a slider here. Let me yeah, so one kind of the hardest thing about setting this thing up as it is now, it might be able to fix this later on, I'm not sure, but let me just do Twinkle Twinkle Little Star and show you. Is there's a range in terms of sensitivity that you need to get for it to work. So obviously if I turn this up too high, you see this red bar? So when I'm playing, this green bar signifies the Fourier transform evaluated at that frequency. Basically how much like a C, a middle C, this note or the input is. So basically the note will go away once the green bar hits that red mark. So this controls where that red mark is. So if I turn it like this, it's yeah, so the point of doing that is if I don't play the right note, nothing happens until I play the right note. Oh, yeah, so the sensitivity is one of those things that unless I figure out a good way to make that always work, you just have to adjust it. But
And how old are you?
I'm 23.
23.
That's amazing. Wow, that's genius.
He's had the symphony back in twice, 2 years.
Yeah.
Back when I still practiced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Good job.
Yeah, now I waste my